Afternoon there, people. I find myself on my way down to Poole because tonight is Quay Bike Night. Every Tuesday night down at Poole. It's a lovely little ride out. If you go cross country, I'm not going cross country. I'm smashing it down the motorway and the A31. But I'm a little bit later than planned because my bike's been in for having some work done today. New front brakes. Spicy, you'll be very glad to hear that. And I'm meeting up with a chap called PurpleMonkey, and I will put a link to his YouTube in the description for this video. But I spent most of the day with him at Odium ARD, Airfield Riders Day, track day, following the Silly Sausage Fest, and well, basically he invited me to come along and join him down there. So I thought, you know what, why the hell not? It's like I say, I'm just going to be meeting up with him. Ugh, worst feeling ever, sneezing in a motorbike lid, because you know it's either going to be painful or it's going to be messy. It's got nowhere to bloody go. This is doing me and the bike quite a lot of good because it means I can get out and I can start bedding in my my new discs, pads and calipers on the front. 500 quid, well bloody spent on a cheap sodding Suzuki. But then if that's cheap on a Suzuki, I dread to think what it's going to cost on a proper bike. So I'm imminently about to jump on the motorway. That's going to be boring as hell. I shall catch up with you guys in a little bit once I meet up with Mr. PurpleMonkey. Ciao for now. So let's pull off here and see if we can get across to the other side and meet up with Mr. PurpleMonkey at Mackie D's. Yes, there we go. There's the jigsaw. That's looking good. There he is. That sounds like good timing. Shall go and say hello, go and get myself some change, and then we'll look at making a move. Do like that. Right, off we go. Yeah, sports bikes, clip-ons, best things to filter on ever. So PurpleMonkey and I have just had a brief reacquaintance over a hot chocolate at Mackey's. And to any of our American cousins, motor vloggers, American bike riders, yes, over here this is legal and quite bloody right. Hey, what's the point of having a sodding vehicle that can fit through this safely? I do use the word safely with a little caveat. It does depend on the car drivers looking for you or not going out of their way to run you over if they do see you coming, which I believe is a bit of an issue for our stateside cousins. But it enables motorbikes. It allows us to make progress. It gives us a reason to get on our motorbikes. Skip all this sodding traffic. Bollocks to sitting in that. I don't give a shit how good your sodding stereo is or how good your aircon is. You're trying to get somewhere. Let's get a wriggle on. Nice. That does look and sound sodding good though. It's quite amazing how when you've got a camera, people will just find it within themselves to play up to it a little bit. He's tucked right in a race pose there. Oh, very nice. So here's a question for you all guys, as it would be appropriate of me to ask this as I'm on my way to a bike night. Why do you guys go, if you go, why do you go down to bike nights? What is it you guys are expecting to see. Now, from my memory of going down to Poole Bike Night before, it's a rather genteel affair. People park up on the quay and basically walk around, have a look at some bikes, go and enjoy some lovely scenery and some fish and chips, and it's just sort of a bit of a social night out. And then there was the Silly Sausage Fest, where you had a lot of bikes in a very, very small area, very, very concentrated area, but you also had guys out and about on the roads, going out for little road tests and ride outs to be able to come back to Loomies. And you also had guys doing stunts on the public roads. We had some guys doing wheelies at the Silly Sausage Fest, which for me personally, and I realise this may be a little bit hypocritical given that I've just done wheelie school, not really something I'm interested in going to see. But is that what you guys would go out to a bike meet for? Southampton Bike Night, Western Park Bike Night, Loomies Bike Night. But is that what people go for? Is that what people are expecting to see? Why do you guys go to bike nights? What's your main motivation, reason for going to bike nights? I think for me at the moment, it's good to get out on the bike, go and see some different places, go and see some different bikes, meet some new people. Like I say, it's like going down the pub, except there's no booze, and you're playing with bikes instead. You know, am I on my own with that one for wanting to use it as an extension of a social scene, or a whole social scene in itself? Do you guys go out and it's all about the bikes? Do you guys go out and it's all about the people? Do you guys go out and it's all about the setting? You know, Poole Quay is very, very lovely in that you are literally on the waterfront, so if you get it right, alright, the weather today's a bit shit, but probably could have got some awesome photos of the sun setting over the quay with all the bikes. Loomies, as I say, is very, very well positioned where it is because it's absolutely bloody awesome driving roads in the local area, and Loomies is kind of used as a launch pad to go off on some awesome biker roads. Or do you guys want to come down and you want to be seeing stunts, wheelies, burnouts and people misbehaving, shall we say? Now, I know the police generally take a very, very dim view over here in the UK of that sort of thing. Basically, one of your wheels is off the deck, you're not in control of the vehicle, they consider, and it's a pretty black and white from their perspective. The penalties are quite harsh. You pull a wheelie and you get caught, certainly you're losing your licence. Repeatedly or excessively, you could even be looking at prison, certainly for excessive speed, which is so easy to do on a bike. So please feel free to leave a comment on this question, on this video. What is it you go to bike nights for? What is it that you guys go to see? What is it that makes a good bike night? What is it that bike nights leave a bit of a sour taste in your mouth? I know there's a lot of people who don't bother with these sorts of things because of the trouble and the stigma attached with them. Hiya there. Thank you. Right, I'm going to have a wander around Poole Quay. So yeah, so Poole Bike Night, really good fun actually. Nice change of scenery, decent selection of bikes, awesome fish and chips on the waterfront there, and it's just a really nice setting. Huge thank you to PurpleMonkey for inviting me out and meeting up with me and showing me how to get to Poole Quay. Certainly I had no idea where I was bloody going, so to have somebody who could guide me. So thank you very much for his time. So I'm going to wrap that up for the night and I'm going to go out and have a play. So thank you very much for watching this vlog about Poole Quay and bike nights in general. If you've want to give some more responses or you want to send me a message, you can find me on Facebook at DME Vlogs, and you can contact me and send me abuse on Twitter at Mr. Chip Murphy. So thank you very much guys. Masalama.